Hello children, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to our channel Smart Study. In the previous class what we have discussed about different types of beaks, right? So all the different types of beaks they have and which type of food they eat, all those we have discussed in the previous class. Like what seed eating birds, fish eating birds, nectar sucking birds, flesh eating birds, all these we have discussed, right? And in today's class I told that I'll go to discuss about what? Claws. So we shall discuss in this class about claws. Okay, see here I am zooming it. Claws means nothing but the legs of the birds, Nana. You might have seen many times how the birds legs will be there, how sharp they will be there. So those are called as the claws. I'll read the para and one by one point I'll explain to you clearly. See here. Yes, is it okay for you? Yeah, now see here, Nana. Claws. Just like the beaks, the shape of the claws of a bird also depended on the function they need to perform. Birds use their claws for different purposes like perching, climbing, catching, grasping, swimming, scratching, walking and wading through the water. Let us read about the different claws of the birds. Okay, in the previous class we have learnt about all the different uses of the beaks. Like beaks only, claws are also very important for the birds. Okay, with the help of the birds they will be doing various activities like what? Perching means what? Resting. Okay, means what? They will be sitting on the trees. Some birds will be there, just they will be taking on the rest, that is nothing but rest on the trees for long time. Climbing, catching, grasping, swimming, scratching, walking, wading. Okay, about all this we'll see one by one. So for all these purposes the birds can use their claws. Okay, these many uses are there for the birds with the help of the claws. Now we shall learn about all the different types of the claws of various birds. See here, first type of bird is what, Nana? Perching birds. We shall see what is meant by the perching birds and how does the claws of the perching birds will be there. In the previous class we have learned about all the different types of beaks the different birds have, and in this class we are going to discuss about all the different types of claws the different birds will have. Clear? Okay, see now I am reading. Perching birds like the crows, robins and sparrows that sit on the trees most of the time have 3 long toes pointing forward and 1 short toe pointing backwards, which curls around the branch of a tree to hold it firmly. See, what are the examples of the perching birds, Nana? Crows, robins and sparrows. So perching birds means nothing but what? That will take rest for a long time on the trees. That means they will be sitting on the trees most of the time are called as the perching birds. What are the examples? Crows, robins, sparrows. Okay, I have underlined. So how does these claws will be there itself? They will be having the 3 long toes pointing the forward. If you see in the picture you can see how these claws are there. You see very sharp. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. These 3 are pointed which direction? Forward or backward? Forward. So 3 will be there in the forward and 1 short toe pointing the backwards and 1 small one will be there the backwards, which will be very short. So with the help of these toes, what they will be doing with these claws? They will be catching the branch of the tree very firmly. That means very strongly. So with this help of claws, they can catch the branch of the tree very strongly without slipping from the branch. Clear? This enables these birds to sleep on the branch of a tree without falling. So with the help of all these features of the claws, that is front 3 one and the back one, they can sleep on the branches of the tree safely without slipping or without falling from the tree. Clear? So perching means what? Nothing but the birds which take rest or which sit on the tree for a long time. So what are the examples of these birds? Means crows, robins and sparrows. Clear? And we shall move to the second type of the birds. See here, there is what, Nana? Climbing birds. I am zooming out so that it will be clear for you. See here, next one is what here? Climbing birds. Climbing means you all know, yes or no? Yes. Now see here. Climbing birds like the parrots and woodpeckers. What are the examples? Parrots and woodpeckers are the examples of the climbing birds. They have two toes pointing forward and two toes pointing backward. In the previous perching birds we have seen that three toes will be there forward and only one short toe will be there in the backward. Coming to the climbing bird, it also will have the four toes, but two will be there in the front. See, 1, 2. These two are at the front and two are at the back. In the previous perching bird we have seen 3 in the front and 1 in the back. But here 2 are in the front and 2 are in the back. And these claws help the birds to hold the branches firmly and climb the trees without falling. So as 2 are in the front and 2 are in the top, for the parrots and woodpeckers, what they will be doing? They will be catching the branches of the tree firmly, means very strongly, and they can climb the trees without slipping or falling. Clear? So these claws will be useful for these climbing birds to climb easily. What are the examples? Parrots and woodpeckers. Clear? Next one is what? Predators. Means what I told for you about predator and prey many time. Okay, flesh eating. About animals I told. Example, cheetah and deer. Cheetah is a predator and deer is the prey. Yes or no? Food is called as the prey, and which animal is killing and eating is called as a predator. Similarly, in the birds also there will be some birds will be killing and eating the other small animals. So such birds are called as what, Nana? Predators. Okay. See, I am reading out. Predators like the eagles, vultures and hawks have strong, sharp and hooked claws called talons. These help them to catch and hold the prey firmly. Okay, means strongly. See what examples of predators are what, Nana? Eagles, vultures, hawks. How does these claws will be there? They will be very strong, sharp and hooked claws. Just before I told what is meant by hook. To hang or anything, to catch anything firmly, it will be useful. See how these claws are there? Very strong they are. They are in the shape of the hook like this. So with the help in here they can catch any other food what they want to eat, that is other birds or anything, and bring out easily. So these strong, sharp and hooked claws are given one name. What is the name for it? Means talons. This is very important. Talons. Talons means nothing but these only. These claws only are called as talons of the eagle. So if they ask you what is the name of the sharp, strong and hooked claws of the eagles, claws are called as what will you say? Talons. What is the spelling of talons, Nana? Talons. Clear? And these help them to catch and hold the prey firmly. So whatever they are eating, with the help of these talons they can catch the prey strongly and take it and eat. Clear? So what are the examples of the predators? Means eagles, vultures and hawks. Clear? Okay. Now see, next type of birds is what, Nana? Swimming birds. So the birds which will swim. Mostly you know about ducks, swans. Yes or no? These are the swimming birds. Examples of the swimming birds are what? Ducks, swans. And how do these claws will be there? You might have observed. They will be very soft. Yes or no? Their feet, how it is there? See in this picture you can see. These are the feet of the duck. And how they are there we shall see now. See, they have webbed feet, toes connected with the flexible skin. Okay, see how the toes are there and the middle skin is there. Okay, which is very sensitive and flexible. Which direction it want, it can bend. See, each webbed feet has 3 toes pointing forward and 1 toe pointing backwards with the webs of the skin between their front toes. This type of structure we have seen in the first one, perching bird. 3 are there in the frontward and 1 is there in the backward. But for this ducks and swans, what is there extra? In the middle of the toes, middle extra skin also is there. Okay, middle of this toes skin also is there. 3 are in the forward direction and 1 is there in the backward direction. And these act as oars and help them to paddle and swim easily in the water. Oars means nothing but while rowing a boat, a person will be there with the help of the stick. He will be rowing the boat forward. Yes or no? Similarly, the duck's claws also. Okay, this webbed foot and this skin will be useful for the duck. These will be useful as paddling, means they can swim easily in the water with the help of this claws and the webbed feet. Clear? And so what are the examples of the swimming birds? Means ducks and swans, Nana. Clear? Okay. Now next one is what? Scratching birds. Okay. means they will be rubbing. If you see, hence if you see mostly in the ground, they will be scratching the ground. Yes or no? Yeah. Now we shall see about this clearly. See, scratching birds like the hens and peasants have 3 toes pointing forward and 1 shorter toe pointing backwards. Most of the birds till now we have seen all are having 3 in the forward and 1 in the backward. Yes or no? Only in the climbing birds, that is parrots and woodpeckers, we have seen 2 forward and 2 backward. So in the scratching birds also, like hens and peasants also, how it will be there? 3 will be in the forward direction and 1 will be in the backward direction. Placed higher up in the leg. So they will be placed high up in the leg, and these claws help them to scratch the ground and dig out insects and seeds for the food. So with the help of this hens claws, what they will be doing? They will be scratching the ground. They will be rubbing whatever is there inside the ground, they will be taking out. So if any insects or seeds are there in the ground, they will be scratching and eating that food. So what are the examples of these scratching birds? Means hens and peasants. Okay, how they will be having 3 in the forward and 1 in the backward. Okay, clear? These are about the scratching birds. And moving to the next one. Next type of bird is what, Anna? Flightless birds. Flightless birds means I told for you, the birds which cannot fly. In the first class, birds around us, our lesson introduction only I told. Flightless birds means nothing but what? The birds which cannot fly. Now we shall see about this type of birds. Flightless birds like the emus and ostriches have long and strong legs with 2 toes on each foot. This allows them to run at high speed. Okay, what are the examples of these flightless birds, Nana? That means which cannot fly. Emus and ostriches, these cannot fly. And how their claws will be there, we shall see. See, they have the long and strong legs with 2 toes on each foot. Okay, in this foot 2 toes will be there, and other foot also 2 toes will be there. Okay, you can see here, and they will be very strong because they cannot fly. Now with these strong legs, they can be run. Okay, they can run very fastly with much speed. Okay, so ostrich is the very fastest running bird. Yes or no? With very fast speed, it can run with the help of this strong legs. Clear? And next one is what here? Wading birds. What is meant by wading? Wading means nothing but one, Nana. The birds which will walk in the water only are called as the wading birds. What is meant by wading birds? The birds which can walk in the water are called as the wading birds. They might ask you this question. Okay, it is important. Birds which walk in the water. See, I am reading it out. Wading, walking in the water, birds like the cranes, storks and herons walk in shallow waters. Their long legs with spread out toes help them to walk in the shallow and muddy water easily without sinking. So what are the examples of the wading birds, Nana? Cranes, storks, herons. Okay, they can walk in the shallow. Shallow means nothing but deep. Okay, na lotugunna water lo kuda nadagalugutayanta. Okay, how they are able to walk? With the help of these claws. See, these are very far. If you observe these claws, before all claws are near for other birds. These claws are very far. Much gap is there in the middle of the claws. So with the help of this spread out gap between the claws, they can walk easily in the water, even in the deep and muddy water also, without sinking. Okay, they can walk easily in the water also with the help of these claws. Clear? And see here what is there. Try it out. One question is there. Name any 2 birds you might have seen in the neighborhood when you are child. Okay, which birds you have seen? They are asking you to write any birds which you have seen around you. Okay, pigeon, sparrow I have written. Whatever you want you can write. Okay, parrot, whichever you like, whichever you have seen, you write there. Clear, Nana? Now see, next topic. Still how many are there? Okay, 2 more topics are there. We shall complete this lesson now. However, see here, I am zooming it. Next one is migratory birds. Migratory word, have you listened anytime? Yes, migratory means nothing but moving from one place to other place. I have told you already in the previous classes. Okay, the birds which move from one place to other place, okay, according to the conditions they require, it is called as a migratory birds. I will read and then explain to you. See here. Is it okay? Shall I zoom? Yeah, now see here. Some birds fly long distances every year to escape the extreme weather conditions of their native place. They go to places that are rich in food and are safe for breeding. Once the conditions are favorable in their native place, they return. This seasonal movement of birds every year is called migration, and these birds are called as the migratory birds. Here nothing is there, Nana. Actually birds will stay in one native place. Native place means from first when they born onwards in which place they live. But there, if any weather conditions problem is there, or if they are having any problems regarding their food or weather, anything, what they will be doing? They will be moving to other place where the weather is in the proper condition, and in their native places again after the weather everything is set and it is proper, again they will be going to their back native places. Understood? First they will be there where the birthplace will be there, no native place. From there, if any weather conditions are bad, they move to other places. So moving from native place to other place is called as the migration, and such type of birds which move from one place to other place are called as the migratory birds. Clear? Once all the conditions are good for them in their place, own place, again they come to their own place. Clear? See, for example, the common teal Choti Murgabi is a common migratory bird coming to India. If you observe, this common teal is a bird, Nana. Where it stays means mostly in the Europe it will be there, Europe, Africa. But there if any weather conditions are not proper, every year what does it do? It will be coming from there to India. Okay, so it is called as a migratory bird. What is the example for migratory bird means you can say common teal. Clear? This question is very important. What is meant by migratory bird or what is meant by migration, they will be asking for you. Moving from one place to other place, that means moving from their native place to the other place is called as a migration, and such birds which move are called as a migratory birds. Clear? Example is what? Common teal. Okay, and next topic, I think this is our last topic, right? Okay, see here, nesting habits of birds. This you all might have seen. Okay, I am zooming it. See Anana, nesting habits of birds. You all know that where does the birds live? They live in the nest. So how they will build their nest, how their nest will be there, we shall see here. See here, reading it out. Birds build nests to lay their eggs and to raise their babies. The nest, this is nest, Nana, you cannot see, I think so, N-E-S-T-S. The nests are made in many different places like the trees, cliffs, hidden places and even on the ground. Here what they are saying, birds build nests to lay their eggs and to raise their babies. Why the birds will be building the nest? For laying the eggs and giving birth to their young babies. Yes or no? You all know this. So giving birth to their babies, they will be building the nest. And these nests are made in different places like trees, cliffs, hidden places and even on the ground. Where do they make this nest? Some will be making on the trees, some will be making on the cliffs. Cliffs means nothing but on height, very rocks will be there, no, large rocks under the border of the seas. So on that rocks, on height of the rocks, they will be making the nest, and some hidden places and even on the ground, and some birds will be making their nests on the ground also. Clear? Now see here, next para. Different birds build different types of nests. You know that all different types of birds will be building the different types of nests. Birds use grass, moss, next what is this? Mud. MUD is mud, Nana. Okay, threads, twigs, pebbles, rocks and feathers to build their nest. So they will be using all this grass, small sticks, stones, rocks, feathers, various things for making their nest. Okay, here some pictures they have given, we shall see here. See this picture, if you see what it is doing, Nana, this is what? Weaver bird. What is this bird name? Weaver bird. How does it build nest? We shall see. The weaver bird views its nest using materials like grass, leaves, roots and twigs. Twigs means nothing but small branches of the trees. So it is bringing with the help of the beak what grass, leaves, roots, twigs, and with the help of this all it has built its nest. See, like this beautifully. So it will be building in this way. And coming to the other bird, woodpecker. How does it build a nest? We shall see here. A woodpecker digs a hole in the tree trunk to build its nest. Okay, it will be digging a hole. Okay, it is a tree trunk. In that it is a digging a hole with the help of the beak and to make its nest. Clear? Yes. And the third type of bird is what, Nana, here? Tailor bird. Okay, about this bird you might have listened. Tailor bird. How we stitch, the tailor stitches the clothes. This tailor bird also will be building its nest with the help of the what? Beak. See here, we shall see tailor bird. A tailor bird uses its long beak as a needle to stitch the edges of the 2 or 3 large leaves as the nest. If you observe here, 2 large leaves are there. So with the help of this long beak, what it is doing? It is stitching the 2 borders of the leaves. These are the 2 corners of the leaves, and with the help of the beaks it is stitching. Stitching means, you know, kutlestar gadana. Battalu etlestaro, that will be stitching its leaves. So this is the tailor bird's nest. Clear? And the last one is what here? Birds like the eagle and the hawk build their large nests at great heights like the cliff tops or the tree tops. Okay. So what birds? Eagle and hawk. Where do they build nests? They will be building very large, big nest system. Where do they build? At great heights like the cliff tops or the tree tops. At the top of the tree, they will be building the nest. Or the cliff tops means I told big stones will be there. No, the border of the seas. They are also on top of the sea. Rocks. They will be building the what? Nest. What examples? Eagle and hawk. Very big nest they will be building. Clear? And next one. See here. I am zooming it. Do you know what is there here? A bald eagle's nest can weigh about a ton, which is almost equivalent to the weight of a small car. Okay, it's amazing. What is there here? A bald eagle's nest means eagle which is not having the much hair. Okay, it can weigh about a ton. Okay, which is almost equivalent to the weight of the small car. Okay, that eagle's nest will be how much big itself? That weight will be nearly equal to the one small car weight itself. That much big eagle's nest will be there itself. Yes or no? It is very wonder, right? Okay. Yes. Now coming to the last topic of our lesson. Caring for the young ones means the birds, the bigger birds, how do they take care of the younger ones? We shall see here. I'll read first and then explain to you. See, we know that birds reproduce by laying eggs. Yes or no? How do the birds give to their babies, Nana? By laying the eggs. You all know that. Yes or no? Animals will be giving birth directly. Yes or no? And some will be laying eggs also. If you see the birds, mostly what they will be doing? They will be laying the eggs. All the birds will be giving birth by laying eggs only. Once the mother bird lays eggs in her nest, she sits over them to keep them warm. Yes or no? When the mother bird lays the eggs in the nest, what does the mother bird do? She will be sitting over the eggs to keep them warm. And the father bird guards them from the enemies. Guards means nothing but protecting them. We say security guard, right? Like that. So what does the father bird do? He will be protecting all the babies from their enemies. So no, if any other birds comes and eats that birds means how? So what they will be doing? The father birds will be protecting the nest from the enemies. And when the eggs hatch, the baby birds comes out. Yes or no? When the eggs hatches means breaks, the baby birds will be coming out. And when the small baby birds comes out, they will be very weak, featherless, and their eyes are closed. Yes or no? At the first, when the baby bird comes out, will they have any feathers? No, they will not have any feathers. They will be very weak and their eyes also will be closed. Clear? How they will have? They will be not having any feathers. Their eyes will be closed and they will be very weak. Their parents feed them and keep them warm in their nest. So their parents, that means mother bird and the father bird, will be feeding them. That means they will be providing and giving the food to them with the help of their beaks and keep them warm in their nest, and they will keep the small younger babies warm in the nest. They also protect them from the enemies and the bad weather. So if the weather is bad or if any enemies are coming, they will be protecting the small younger babies which are newly born. The baby birds grow very fast. So these baby birds will be growing very fastly itself. Okay. Next, once they grow their feathers, they learn to fly and look for their food independently. Okay, once if they got their feathers, these baby birds, if they got their feathers, they will be learning how to fly and they will be looking for their food independently. Means without any bigger birds, that is mother bird and father bird, help is not required now. If they learn to fly, they only will be going in the search of their food independently. Means without depending on anybody, they can search their food only. Clear? By this we have completed our 7th lesson, that is what birds around us. Clear? And in the next lesson I will give you, in the next class I will give you this whole lesson notes for you clearly. All the hard words, objectives, question answers. Okay? And if you like our videos, please don't forget to subscribe our channel Smart Study. Thank you for more videos.